Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy. The one that showed me now and forever. No, you'll never be alone again. All day, oh yeah, all day. Please stay in my arms.
Hello, all you beautiful cats and kids out there in YouTube land. Welcome to Home Spun Magic. I hope everybody's having a fabulous day and it's turning into a wonderful night. Thank you for being here today. First up on the table is Cherry Bomb Pop.
Hi! Hi! I got caught up in yarn, sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Are you using that chenille stuff today?
No, I'm using the Burnett blanket yarn. We're making it a camo blanket in pieces. It's going to be a king-size blanket.
You got to do king-size and blankets in pieces.
Yes.
It's too heavy otherwise.
Yes.
And we have a special guest today.
So excited.
Carrie, who goes by, is it Crafting?
Carrie crafts again.
Okay, I switch Crafts and Carrie all the time. But over on TikTok, where else is she at?
She is on Clapper. She is, she has her own YouTube channel. I bet you she could tell you a lot more when she gets on. I just harass her. I mean, like her. Wait, no. Yeah, like her ass and harass her.
You know, yeah. She's got a nice ass. Is that what you
said? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Seen it in person.
Awesome. All right, let's bring her up. Knock, knock.
Hi, guys.
Hello, lady.
Oh, my goodness. I'm really excited. I am trying out this new pattern. Or not new pattern. It's the Fuck Off pillow that I made earlier this week. But I'm trying it in Tunisian crochet, so I'm spicing it up a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Tunisian. I know how to do that, but I never got my own hook, so.
Yeah.
Today I do Scrappy Cappies. Whenever I do
Hi, Rosie.
a project, I take whatever's left and tie it onto the ball of string and roll it up until I have these big balls of string, and then I make little beanies.
Yes.
So I never know what the pattern is going to be. For everyone that I keep, 2 are donated to a men's shelter somewhere in the United States. So this one, I'm going to add a jagged edge, kind of like Jughead from Archie Comet.
I have 2 different versions of that pattern, and it just I gotta send it to Carrie so she's telling me I'm doing it upside down again.
Oh, I don't have a pattern. This is just double crochet with 2 pieces of yarn. I don't know how to explain how I do this. I've been crocheting since I was like 6.
Right.
And then I do a modified princess cathedral stitch.
Ooh.
For the edging. So it's so in 3 stitches I do a shell, which is a half crochet, a half double, a triple, then a peacoat, then a triple, half double, then do it backwards. And then that'll give you your point.
Right.
The peacoat makes it really kind of almost have a nubby on the top.
Yeah, the shawl that I was working on last week, the edges of that actually have that on there. So it does give it that very defined, I want to cut you point.
You want, and that's what you want if you want a jug head like surface. With this, I usually with the beanies, this is just like I said, I take 2 strands of worsted weight. I usually use like a K. No, I might use an N. I don't know. What do I have here?
A big
Whatever I grab. K. So you're using a bigger hook, and then I usually start with 15, and then we'll work it out in a circle until it looks. Well, that would cover somebody's head. Okay, and then I just quit adding after that. Adding stitches.
I forget that other people don't have small heads like I do. I'm like, oh, if it fits me, it'll fit anybody. Yeah, no, that's not right.
No. And I have a big head, so I have to be careful, or everybody's got these really floppy hats that, like, you know. Was it Mush Mouth? Do you remember Mesh Mouth from Found Albert?
Yes.
He's got the hat that goes over his. The first time I made a hat, it looked like that. It was funny. And then I'm going to do a tassel. So I use all the different yarns that are in the hat and the ones that I'm using for the peacoat stitch or the pointy stitch, which I'm using a black, and this is a variegated one. I don't know. I don't usually buy variegated, so somebody must have handed it to me for some reason. Probably they tried to make something and couldn't, so I got whatever was left over.
I try to stay away from solids just because of the simple fact of I go yarn blind so easy. So I'm variegated and ombre and just everywhere. Jimmy!
It depends on the day. Oh my gosh. Hi. I'm not used. I haven't been paying attention. I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I have to switch back and forth between here and the chat. So what I did was I actually got on YouTube, and
that's what a lot of people do. And I'm bad because I have it all right here. I have I got the buttons. I've got all these little buttons that I'm not allowed to touch. Oh my God.
Power.
It's so bad. So, hello, Rosie. Hello, Ariana.
So Rosie and Ari are both from my group from Stitch.
Awesome. Welcome, welcome. And Jimmy made it.
Jimmy made it.
Jimmy made it.
Oh. Carrie, besides YouTube and TikTok, where are you?
Oh gosh. Instagram is my second, but it's not really big. Like TikTok is like my biggest platform that I work on. But I have a little bit of everything. I mean, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. I have a YouTube. And Clapper. I'm on Clapper, but I'm not on Clapper. Like I have.
There are so many platforms that I am the same way. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I'm there. I should probably post something.
I'm on Likey, but I'm not really on Likey. Like I keep making videos of. I really need to make more content.
Well, Likey done did piss me off. See, I was an agent for Likey. Well, first I was a broadcaster for Likey. And then I was an agent for Likey, and I had one of the largest agencies in the United States. And they done did me wrong, so I told them, kiss my butt. And I'm going to go over to YouTube, and when I become famous, you're going to beg for me to come back. And then I told them, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh, she hit him with the hard shit.
I did. And so I got all my people to where they needed to be because, I'm not going to leave anybody on the ledge. So I went away for like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept telling them that I had quit, but they kept sending me stuff like I was still working for them. Okay.
Free shit, man.
And so this fall, I want to say it was November. One of the agents who's still over there contacted me and said, like, you want you back. I said, no. They said, no, really, they want you back. They're going to give you a gold crown. They're going to give you money, a minimum of $300 a month. This is, these are the things they offer. I'm like, they don't like my content. I'm a fat chick with boobs. The men cannot handle it over in Asia. I'm just too sexy. They can't deal. And I said, I put way too much work. 6 hours in makeup. Okay, 4 to 6, sometimes 12, depending on the look, hours in makeup. That doesn't include costuming, wigs, setups, audios that I've done, that I've cut and blended myself, hours, transitions, storyboarding. Some of my 1 minute transitions, I storyboard those before I even start doing the makeups for them. So, we're talking weeks of preparation just for one video that all of a sudden was up for 2 seconds and they pulled it because it was inappropriate.
They want you back, but they won't put you out.
Well, they got new, what do they call them? It's not an agent. It's above an agent, but the representation in the United States. And these new people. And so I said, okay, here's what I've been doing over at TikTok. It's going over fairly well, but not great. But at least they've never pulled anything of mine. I've had nothing pulled.
Which is really hard for cosplayers on TikTok. Yeah. Like, we're branded. Like, we're like, don't watch their stuff.
Go to hell. But Reels over on Instagram, I can get 2K views in less than an hour without a problem.
I've done 3 Reels and 2 of them have hit over 1,000, and I'm like, whoa!
You like me. You really like me.
Reels, in all honesty, if you want Reels to go off, you need to post 2 to 3 videos a day for a month.
Oh.
Not more than 3, though. That's the algorithm. But it's a true algorithm because they push it. They just push it as it's put out there. So that's why I'm getting such good views, is because they're not pulling me back because I don't have the right look or the right hashtag or whatever. It's just the consistency of you're doing the work. Okay, here it is. Let the people decide. But you do get more. The more people comment, not the views. The more people comment, because some kids really, really wanted to hurt my feeling, but they couldn't find it. And it was funny because everyone started jumping in going, thank you for supporting her and stuff. Like, they just followed my lead,
I will be right back. My kids are fighting.
It's okay. It's okay. And they were both my Lady J, or the gender bend joker that I do. And people cannot handle it, especially the younger generation. It's hilarious. But everyone jumped in and followed my suit of thanking them for commenting, not necessarily attacking them or anything else. And I did look at all their... I don't deal with it. If you're over 25, I'm just going to block you. But if you're under 25, I'm just going to say thank you and smile and make... And it's funny because they get really, really upset and they just keep commenting, which pushes my video even more.
Right.
And caking? Oh, caking...
Caking yarn.
Are you caking yarn? So yeah, so that's been the thing over there. But I sent them these videos and they were like Lady J and Harley, and I have boobs and there's sexy things going on and I'm licking my lips. Oh God, I licked my lips. Can't. So anyways, I said, this is the content I have.
Yeah.
And you guys, and here's my black and white content, which they hate. Like, he hates black and white content. I don't know why. So here are my 3 demon characters, and if you can't deal with them, we're done. And they're like, no, this is all fine. We have it pre-approved, blah, 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 blah. So the first month, we're great. I have gold crown. I'm getting paid. All my stuff is all of a sudden getting up to 1K views, which it never got before. Of course, I only get a bonus if I get 5K or more in less than 7 days, but that's okay. I don't care. But I have 27K followers over there, so it's and that was before they were trying to help me, and they told me I could have more if I wanted to pay for them.
Oh yeah, TikTok.
But at least they were upfront about it, unlike places like TikTok. Well, Bago is the owner of Likey, who bought TikTok in January of 2020.
So they've changed ownership again.
I'm almost wondering if it's like more like a premium space, like on the algorithm, instead of like just buying
their bots.
Well, bots. I mean bots are for following, but like for views, because you're paying for views on TikTok, you're not paying for more followers.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking you're paying more for like the premium space of the algorithm.
Oh, probably. You're probably getting paid. You're probably paying for being pushed on the For You page, which you can do that on Likey too. They're 2 different things.
I know you can do that on like Facebook ads too.
Which is fun. Which I don't mind when they're upfront about it. I'm not going to do it, but I like it better when they're upfront about it. They tried to be sneaky about it a couple of years ago, and I told them to stop because all they were doing was pissing off their clientele.
Right.
So they once again, I was doing really well until last month. They took my crown away. They took everyone's, not just mine. They took everyone's crown away, and they started using the blue little verified check marks.
Ugh.
Well, that would have been fine if they had given me a check mark, but no. They gave me a little gray check mark with trainee next to it. And they said, well, you have to make content every month, and you have to go live so many hours a month and so many days a month, and you have to audition every month until you can get your verified check. And I said, you know what? Fuck off, I'm done.
Bye. I'm going to TikTok and YouTube.
And they said, well, you can't, somebody said to me, well, you can't delete your account on Likey. And I said, oh, I'm not deleting my account. In fact, I'm going to post once every week or two so that it's a valid account and they don't turn it into a bot.
Yeah, because they will bleed out your followers too.
Yep.
Jimmy says he's okay. He's fine with just like 40 views and 5 likes.
Jimmy almost missed one of my lives the other day.
What?
Because Jimmy was making TikToks in the Walmart parking lot.
Well, shit. Jimmy, stop making TikToks in the Walmart parking lot. You might see me in a parking lot in Walmart. It's not how I want to meet people.
Did you see Jimmy's new t-shirt? Jimmy got a new t-shirt. It says bitches with switches, let the violence begin.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, on Sunday nights we play Mario Kart on here at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and it gets pretty loud. It's like sibling rivalry, though. You know, we can call each other names, but if anyone else had the balls to do that to anyone on the table,
they're done.
It would be on. It would be on like Donkey Kong.
Jimmy says I'm a bad boy. I bet you think you were a bad boy.
I loved. He did a video over on TikTok. It was so funny. It was Amy's calling so-and-so, and he answers the phone. And my favorite part was, of course I look good. My mama picked out my outfit for the week. And he's got the shirt on. I was like, oh my God.
Jimmy! Oh, goodness. So what's new this week, guys?
My the tablet died. So
oh no!
Like World War III meltdown. It was the first time I've ever put them down in bed with a tablet. So I had to put them down early, and I was like, okay, just go to bed with the tablet. Maybe they'll just like chill out for a little bit, long enough until the end of it. And they're like, nope, 20 minutes in, meltdown. So
that's okay. We're used to it. I have 3 autistic kids, so every now and then it's like, hold on, just a second.
I said, I'll charge it up and we'll charge it for tomorrow. No big deal. But yeah, so he's gonna be 5 in January, so he's very much like learning lots of big emotions in one little body.
Yep. It's always exciting.
Oh yeah. So I'm like, shut up, go to bed, damn it.
I remember when my girl child was, she couldn't have been more than a year old at the oldest. She would not sleep. She would not sleep. So finally, she started to nod off. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and there was a whole bunch of us up because none of us could sleep because she's got lungs.
Yes.
And so we're all like taking turns walking her down the hall, rocking her in the rocking chair. Everybody's trying to put this kid to sleep, right? So finally, I just kind of lost my mind. And at one point in time, I was singing, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle. I couldn't even lift up my arm. I was so tired. So it kind of fell on my hip and I went, shit, I'm a sugar bowl. And everybody just lost it. And so then I'm sitting there and I'm holding her and she starts to off and I went, all night long, go to sleep, all night long, go to sleep.
Have you seen the Samuel L. Jackson where he's reading the child?
Go the fuck to sleep.
Go the fuck to bed.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. There was another one he did. I don't remember what it was now. That's gonna drive me crazy.
You'll figure it out in the middle of the night. Just text me.
I will. Oh wait, I should have texted you last night. I should have given you a phone call last night. I was having the weirdest dreams last night.
I tried going to bed at 1 o'clock. I literally laid there because the trucker was home last night.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows I get middle of the night phone calls. He doesn't cry about it or anything, but
right.
I laid there and 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 laid there, and finally he left at like 5:30, and I was like, fuck. I had to get a little lifted to finally be able to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I set my alarm. I was like, I need to be up by like 2:30 so I can get the makeup done. And yeah, no, my ass was up at like 2 o'clock. I was like, how? What? This is like 6 hours of sleep. What the? Oh my god, I overslept.
My body don't know what to do with it. What are you thinking? That's too much sleep.
Well, it's either I don't get enough sleep or I get too much sleep. It's either like a 10-hour sleep or like a 3 to 6 hour sleep. There's no in between.
It's like the other day I had 4 hours of sleep. I didn't know what to do with myself. Like, oh my god, I like slept. People are like, you can't function on that. And I'm like, well, as I'm getting older, my body's starting to agree with you.
Right.
But my head hasn't quite caught up yet.
It's like my body still thinks, oh yeah, we can do all the dumb shit we did when we were a kid. Yeah. No. Come home after working on the truck with the trucker, and I've got huge wrists because my carpal tunnel's like, what the fuck is your problem? My back is like, nah,
find my
bitch, you're
compression
done.
gloves. I usually wear compression gloves. Here's my first pointy.
Oh, it's so cute. It's gonna cut somebody.
All right, am I back in now?
You're in. You're in like Flynn.
I swear, these kids. I promise I'm more interesting. Just my kids are being a pain in the ass tonight.
He tried to talk to me today like he was a grown-ass man. I was like, excuse you.
Oh, I know. Mine. He literally told me, I want blueberry juice now. And I looked at him, I'm like, excuse me? He said, I said now. And I'm like, okay, turn the tablet off, go to bed.
I saw that.
You're go to the corner. I'm like, you're not going to act like that to me today. So.
Oh.
I told mine, when you start paying the bills and feeding this house, you can talk to me like you a grown-ass man.
My youngest yelled at my hubby today.
Oh. What is with the kids today? What's going on? There's a solar flare out.
He just he kind of walked away, and I would, excuse. I'm like on the other side of the house doing stuff, but my voice just carried over. Excuse me, I did not hear what I just heard come out of your mouth. I'm sorry, Mama.
I swear, if I don't threaten mine with violence daily, he thinks something's wrong with me. I'm like,
I was so mad.
Oh, man.
If you get 8 hours in one night, the next day you only get... Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, my sleep schedule's so fucked off.
Same.
No.
Carrie and I'll freaking... Go ahead, sorry.
It's okay. People are like, but your kids are autistic. Yeah, it doesn't matter. My kids are autistic. It's still my job to make sure they don't grow up to be assholes, okay?
Right.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that.
And it's like people look at me like, oh, and I'm like, they don't get special treatment just because they're autistic. You just got to figure out different ways to teach them sometimes, depending on what it is.
I asked mine yesterday, I was like, were you dropped on your head or were you drop kicked?
Do you say, I don't know? What? Why don't you ask?
No.
He turned around the other day, and we were at a family function, and he turns around. He said, "Hey." I said, "What?" He says, "Is this food bussin'?" I said, "You need to stay the fuck off TikTok. And you don't do
no
it.
more for you."
My little sister has snuck onto TikTok, and oh my gosh, I cannot have any. I love her to pieces. She's incredibly sweet. She just terrifies me because she's like 11 and she acts like me already, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna blow up this whole family. You need to just chill out until you're 18. Like,
the family's gonna spontaneously combust, and it's gonna be all your fault.
I'm like, you thought I was scary. She's gonna be making waves in our family.
Jimmy said he was punted.
Katie kaboom, Katie kaboom.
Every once
Do
in
you
a while,
guys
I'm like,
remember
dude,
that? It was
I might have to unlock some suppressed memories.
what? Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
Oh, the Animaniacs.
It was the Animaniacs. It was called Katie Kaboom, and it was about this teenager. And every time she would get upset, she'd like explode.
Yes,
it's hilarious.
There's a similarity in my head that's popping off. Going, yes, you remember that dum dum.
They say that Yakko Wacko, they're like the Warner Brothers, right? The Warner Brothers, right. And then Dot is like the period next to Bros.
Yep.
In the emblem of Warner Brothers.
And I'm Dot.
I don't think I've watched that show since I was in like preschool.
Oh Jesus!
Oh yeah, Carrie's the baby, by the way.
I'm a '90s kid.
We're both old enough to be her mom. Just saying.
I believe it.
It's true.
Yeah, I graduated high school in '92.
I was born in '96.
Yeah.
I'm not aging myself today. Okay?
I always say it. This is me. I have no makeup on. I'm fresh out of the shower. I'm 47.
I had somebody tell me I looked like I was 39 today. I was like, how old do you guys think I look? There were multiple people that were like, oh, you're 39. I'm like, how the hell do I look like I'm 39? I'm like, I mean, I know I've been sunburned.
You don't look like, no, you don't look, no.
You don't look 39.
But that's okay, because next year I will be the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And if you don't get that freaking, if you don't get it, we can't be friends.
Flippy even references it.
Do you have your towel?
I always have a towel. Always.
My mother looked in the trunk of my car, and there's literally a towel for each of us in my car. They're the big bath sheets.
Uh-huh.
And so that you can use them as blankets, you can use them as towel. They're great, and everyone should have one for each of your people in your car. And I have bug out bags for all of my kids and me. And my mom was like, "Why are there so many towels back here?" And I said, "Bite your tongue, you know better."
Mom, did you not read the book? Did you not see the movie?
Well, she used to carry crocheted blankets in the car for the same reason. We lived in Michigan. If your car died in the edge of the road, you need something to stay warm.
Right.
And usually some starter logs were in there too. And kitty litter.
They're making a new Animaniacs on Netflix, you think?
Yes. Oh. It's Netflix, so it's not going to have, it's probably going to be worse than the original.
I think my favorite one on Animaniacs was Mindy.
Okay, Buttons. Buttons, nice puppy. Okay, lady. Nice lady. See you. Bye-bye. Okay. Love you. Bye. Mindy, call me Mom. Not nice lady. Okay, nice lady.
Is it kid-friendly or better? I don't know. We ain't got that far yet.
I do not think... I think it's geared to our age group, actually. Similar with... I mean, I don't think they're going to go dark like they did with Sabrina. Too bad. That would be kind of neat. But,
right.
That was a good show.
I am upset that they ended it. Honestly, when they did Riverdale, I was like, what? I read the Archie comics, you know? So I was like, I wasn't really interested. And then I started watching it, and I'm like, okay, I can get into that.
I'm a little busy with Riverdale. First of all, they portray Veronica like she's way more than what she really is. Second of all, they're on a fucking mid-season break right now, and it's been like almost a month. Where the fuck is my Riverdale?
Well, you know that
Get away from the door and go to bed.
Perry died. Luke Perry died.
Yes.
For real.
Yeah, I'm very well aware. I cried.
Okay.
I went through the whole process.
Okay. All right. You go.
I remember his very start from 90210.
The Vampire Slayer.
Yeah. When he did oh damn it, what was the bull rider's name? I should know this. I've seen 8 Seconds 100 fucking times.
I don't know.
Lane Frost. When he did Lane Frost.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, that really screwed up the whole story.
Yeah.
Molly wasn't supposed to take over. But it looks like she is. Like she actually did sign on. I think it's because the show did better than she thought it was going to do. But
well, and I'm finding it's a little bit more. Now they've got this on a channel that's supposed to be, teen and young adult oriented, and yet there's very adult scenes, and I'm like, okay, I can watch this.
I did not know that Amazon Prime had blue videos.
Yeah.
I did not know. I've been an Amazon Prime member since about when they started having it. Okay. Yeah. So years now. So I'm in the back. I'm back here in the studio doing stuff, and hubby runs the kids out, the older 2 kids out for a drive because they weren't chilling. So the youngest is in the living room watching TV. I'm not paying attention. Hubby comes home and the neighbor says, "Who's watching TV? If you're here, who's controlling the TV?" He's like, "Why?" And he looks up and there's 2 half-naked women macking on each other on the big screen TV in the living room. Now it gets turned off before Dad gets in the door, so Dad has no clue. And I'm like, yeah, hold on. And so I went to history, and it was definitely a lesbian flick. And
teenagers, they'll get you every time.
My 10-year-old.
Oh, I've got a story for that.
So I said to him, I said, "What were you watching?" He said, "There was these ladies and they were kissing." I said, "Yeah? Yeah. Do you remember what it was called?" "No." "What channel was it on?" He says, "Amazon." I said, "Thank you." He said, "Am I in trouble?" I said, "No." So I went and blocked. I put everything under parental control. I didn't realize they had those kind of movies on Amazon, or I would have done it beforehand. I'm not mad at him. It wasn't his fault.
We learned this the hard way too. But you can do kids profiles that are like, they have everything like listed out, so that way you don't have to go through and restrict every single.
Yeah, like all of the apps, like Netflix, Hulu. I don't know.
Right, on their tablets, because they all have Kindles. They all have their own profiles. Mm-hmm. But on the TV, I didn't know that was.
It's just a learning experience.
Because YouTube is not on their Kindles.
So I had like a fallout with my family or whatever at one point, but I still had their like Hulu passwords, and so I would put on like anime porn every single, and then just like turn off the TV, but like let it roll. It was awesome.
I didn't know they did hentai on Hulu.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah, he was upset. Yeah, hubby says he got so ticked off when he couldn't get back to the movie. I don't think he completely understood what was going on. If he did, I missed it, but that's okay because we talk about everything. We're very open in this family. But it was like, if I'm not sitting there, you can't. If I'm not there to discuss stuff with you, you can't watch stuff like that. But he's smart. Oh my God, he's so smart. It's like he figured out how to find was it Friday Night at Freddy's? Is that the animatronics one?
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't watch that. He starts having nightmares. I'm like, see? This is why you don't need to be watching that. And that one I'm not too upset with the horror stuff. It's just when his attitude starts to reflect some of the stuff. I'm like, we're done.
See, I'm really bad about stuff like that. Like when I watch Supernatural, I get super psyched. But yet when I watch Sons of Anarchy, I get really into it. And like my whole mood just goes. I'm like, I can't watch SOE anymore. I get too damn depressed.
Oh, I had to when the COVID thing started, I stopped being able to get a hold of my psych meds, and there was a lot of TV I had to stop watching for a while.
Yes.
I didn't realize how much without my beautiful pills, my happy pills, that I couldn't watch some TV out there. It was pretty bad.
I tried to get back into Handmaid's Tale, and it gave me like my anxiety. I couldn't do it on the 3rd episode for this new season. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to watch this when I'm like fully hydrated, because the second my Adderall kicks in, my anxiety shoots through the roof over every little thing.
Yeah.
So.
The 4th episode wasn't that
bad. Yeah, I know, but it's getting through that 3rd one, man.
I binge watched the other day. These last few weeks, I binge watched all Vampire Diaries.
Yes.
Which means
after
you have to watch
season
the originals
4,
now.
it was rough. I binge watched all the originals, and I think I had stopped at season 7 or something like that. It was just before all the Hope stuff happened. And because I had watched Legacies, and I really liked Legacies.
I wasn't a fan.
Oh, I liked it. But there was a whole bunch of stuff that happened in originals that made me go, that's what they were talking about in Legacies. Okay, I get it now.
Right.
But the last few seasons of Vampire Diaries was...
It's okay to say it. It was a little shitty.
It was a lot of MacGuffins. It's like, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that?
I think a lot of it, they were just trying to like stretch it out to the end of their contract. Like they just kind of ran out of ideas, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna put these two together now. Cool. We're
okay,
gonna run
people,
with that for a
just
minute.
so you know, there's gonna be a spoiler here for Vampire Diaries, and it's not my fault. It's all over the place. If you haven't watched it yet, it's not my fault. Bonnie should have became King of Hell. Period. End of story.
Yes.
I agree.
That's all there is to it. I looked at Happy. I'm like, why isn't she King of Hell? And he goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, Bonnie should be King of Hell. I still have no idea. It doesn't matter how much you say it. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's like Justin when I start talking about Supernatural. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, but you've seen it. He's like, but you're the one who's into it. I'm like, look, motherfucker.
Now,
Dean Winchester.
Supernatural is one of those ones where I'm glad I went back. Because I watched the first season when it came out, and I was not.
It's okay.
impressed.
There's some seasons that you have to struggle through to get to the good shit. And I tell
Well,
everybody
it's
The
pretty bad
whole first series
season.
of the renewed Doctor Who. That's such a rough one.
Which one?
Doctor Who, like the first renewed, like the when they redid the series, like they.
Oh,
okay, but the first
like the 40s.
When they redid it, I was okay with. And then they started bringing other doctors, and I know that's going to happen, but I'm like, but that doctor was hot.
Though. There's so many doctors. Which one's your favorite?
The one from the first 2 seasons on the reboot.
Eccleston.
Yes.
Eccleston.
Bring him
I
back.
don't know, because I didn't like the first series, but their first season, because it was very like, just, you could tell it was low funded, and so like the CGI was also low funded, and so it was just like there's a lot of imagination you had to have, and like really invest yourself.
I was very invested because I remember watching Doctor Who in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched the original Doctor Who, and of course not all of them, because some of them aren't around anymore. But we have them all. We own them all.
Jimmy
and then this new one came out, and then there was Sarah Jane Chronicles. Is that what they called it? Sarah Jane Chronicles, which was really good. But it was very much along the very campy, it's very English. You can really tell it's an English show. The reboot of Doctor Who, and with number 9, Eccleston, what I liked about it the best was Donna. Mm-hmm. Donna will always be my favorite companion.
I felt like Clara
I still get emotional about her.
On and on and on. She would never leave. I'm like, somebody please kill her off. Like, what?
Which one?
Clara.
Oh, I didn't like her from the beginning.
I liked her for like the first season, and then we got to the second one, and then we got to the third, and I'm like, she has got to kill off someone. Like, this is ridiculous.
Or just go away. She's
Right.
just make her go away.
I cried when they left Rose on the beach. That's the first show I ever cried at.
Oh yeah, that was
sad. So sad. But yeah, that was it.
But I love how stuff keeps tying in.
Yeah.
And we did one of the people we had on the show.
Yeah, they did kill her and bring her back.
Richard Morris. Richard Morris is he does online comic called Yet Another Gamer Comic. Yet Another Gamer's Comic. Yak or something. I don't remember. Anyways, pretty soon hubby's gonna like put it up here, so you know.
Hi, hubby.
I believe that was the first Saturday in February. So if you go into the playlist and you go to the Creators Corner, he's in there. It's Richard Morris. He's done things like Kaleo, Arthur, Inspector Gadget, stuff like that. One of the things that everybody knows him for, if you're in the geek community, is he wrote the 10 Doctors graphic novel. Mm-hmm. He wrote and illustrated the 10 Doctors graphic novel, and he can't get away from it. But I told him, I said he needs to send me a copy of it. But he also did, if you see the drawings of me, Mel, and Doll with our headsets on, there's like a line drawing that he did that for us. He was sketching us while he was watching us do an interview with Paul Taylor. So that was sweet. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm very excited about all these artists that are coming on. Next month, first Saturday, we're having a woman who's worked on so many things. One thing she did was My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. She did a lot of Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie, who are two of my favorite characters.
Hi, Craig.
I love Clara, but they did play her out too long. I did not like Clara from the beginning.
I loved the Pawns. They were my favorite. But it got a little weird with the twist of River being the Pawn's daughter. That was like, okay, this is getting a little too like Arkansas over here.
I was just gonna say, I am my own grandpa. What?
Right. Because didn't Amy try to kiss the doctor at one point?
That's some moral instrument shit right there.
Yeah, and that's technically his mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Hi, Adriana.
It was a New Year's Eve show. Mm-hmm. Oh no, that's when he drew it. Was the New Year's Eve show? He wasn't the New Year's Eve show. I was drunk on the New Year's Eve show. I remember.
And I missed it.
It's up there. You can go watch it. It says New Year's, and all three of us are very drunk. So if you want to go see something funny, you can't understand half the words that come out of Doll's mouth. It's hilarious. We had a blast. And we all yelled Jumanji at midnight.
I did that, and my neighbors came out and thought they needed to call the cops because they were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "It's a thing.
It's a thing. Get over it. Get on the internet or get on my face.
Let me live. Get off my property."
All they know is I come out and scream random things random times of the
year. It's black magic. Get back in your house before it gets on you. I'm terrible.
It's okay. We still love you.
Yay. It's good to be loved.
The most exciting thing that I've done lately is I binged Shadow and Bone, which was kind of...
I did too. I liked it.
I mean, it was good. It was good. Don't get me wrong. I want to see how far they go in the second season.
Yeah. Doll's boyfriend, Jack, was like, I didn't like it. I'm looking at him like, shut up. He's like, no, it's boring. I'm like, no, it wasn't.
You had to watch it for it to not be boring.
There wasn't enough magic. He wanted all the special. He's a gamer.
I'm binging Grimm right now because Ari told me to.
I'm trying.
I watched it as it came out. I loved Grimm. was one of my favorites.
I really,
like Buffy,
really,
only darker.
really want them to kill off Juliet. I do not like her. The girlfriend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The one who goes into the coma and then... I don't like her.
Neither did I. She's not my favorite. Have you met the werewolf yet? The skinny, tall werewolf?
Monroe?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to give anything away. He's my favorite character.
He's a good
I love him. A vegetarian werewolf.
Right. Like, wait, what?
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Oh, it's great. Grim.
The police chief's, where I'm at is the police chief's brother, the prince of whatever, just died. And Nick got...
Oh, Nicky Tim, you're sweetie.
Well, hello. Sleepy Hollow was good.
Sleepy Hollow was good, and they stopped it.
I just got caught up on Vikings, and I'm like, what? No, bring it back.
Yeah. Sleepy Hollow was good, and they started to get a really good role, but then the whole I am my own grandpa feeling thing started going on with that one, too, near the end.
I mean, if you really want to watch some of that kind of shit, there's a show called Outsiders.
Oh, I keep seeing that. That's always on my you should watch this list on like everything I'm on.
They did 2 seasons of it. The only reason I stuck with it was because of Ryan Hurst, because, you know, the fascination for Opie. I was like, Opie!
Opie!
Don't die here! So...
he did do a crossover with Bones. It was a good show.
That is my grandpa is my daddy and my uncle too kind of shit. But it's about this family that lives, like, they have different clans that live up in the mountains in Kentucky and Tennessee.
Nobody knows about. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, but Opie!
My sister is trying hardcore to get me into My Hero Academia, and I'm trying so hard.
I love My Hero.
I got the first episode, and I'm like...
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. I love anime. I'm an avid anime watcher. I've been watching anime since I was 13, so I've been watching it longer than most people have been born who watch anime now. And I actually really like Hero Academia, but one of the things about anime is it's usually the first 2 to 3 episodes are so hard to get through, and they're not written or drawn in the same feel as the rest of the series, but they usually have some poignant point that needs to be made for you to understand what happens at the very end. Mm-hmm. None of it's gonna mean anything until the very end.
She really likes to cosplay as Deku, I think.
Deku,
yeah,
the main character,
the little green-haired, blue-haired dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna go to NakuCon in Kansas City on September, so I'm like, I kind of need to get educated before I go to an anime convention.
Yeah, just push through those first 3, like crochet while you're watching them. You don't even have to actually watch those. You can just listen to the dubbed ones.
Yeah.
But then once you get into the school, that's when it starts getting good. Okay. When you start meeting all the kids. Because right now you're going through the kind of setup and what all the adults are doing and how they're feeling. Yeah. And it's like feelings. Ew. They found the feeling. Ew. I told them to put it back.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying really hard to not get into a show right now, but also I kind of need to for my own sanity. Like, I need something besides, freaking Cocomelon and Blippi.
Well, there's this one anime that was going, starts with a K and I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, I kept seeing this cosplay. It was cute. It was a little orange jacket that looked like a bunny rabbit, black bunny rabbit ears. But all these young girls, like 14, 15-year-old girls, are cosplaying this. So I'm like, what in the world is this anime? I've never seen it before. I watched it. Children should not be cosplaying that character. Period. End of story. People under 18 should not be watching that anime. It's all about, like, it's gambling. First of all, it's about a high school that runs super rich kids, spoiled brats who gamble, like, their parents' fortunes and stuff away. And there's suicide, like, is common. One girl gets her eye ripped out by another girl because she couldn't pay her debt, and everybody's okay with it. It's like real. It's insane. And this girl who wears the little jacket, she's sucking on a lollipop and doing all this thing. She's a twisted fuck. Oh my god! I'm like the Castle of Death. Oh my god.
I think the last anime I actually got into was when Dragon Ball Z decided to go from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, and after that I was like,
I don't do what are those called? I don't do those kind of animes because this is what that anime is.
No, dude, if I could walk around as a Super Saiyan all the fucking time, I would. Let's just put it that way. However, somebody tried to get me to watch Bleach, and I was like, okay, is it like a movie? Oh no, it's a full-ass show, and I was like, okay.
Bleach, that's kind of an intense one. I don't think I'd start you with that one. Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail's a good starter because you got a lot of intrigue and there's like mystery of what's going on and there's magic but it's brightly colored is one thing that for a first one you want something that's brightly colored because you got some of these that are all black, white, and red, and that'll mess with you psychologically if you watch that too much. Like Castlevania.
I played the video game.
Okay, they have an anime. Okay. And it's just as bad as the game. It's gory all over the place, and it's pretty intense. And it's like, wow, I do not feel better for watching that. No, this is not. It's like I went to see Tim Burton's. Was it called The Barber of Seville? That's what it was based on.
You're talking about Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, Sweeney Todd. Which was based on The Barber of Seville. So, and I was in that. So I know what it's about, right?
Yeah.
And I go and I watch it. And I come out of it. And my best friend at the time looks at me and he says, so what do you think? And I said, it was a good movie that I never need to watch again. But it was good. I mean, I
feel like if you watch Sweeney Todd, you're either like a hardcore, like almost like cult fan of it, or you're like, okay, cool, yeah, I've seen it. Now you can stop talking to me about it.
Well, and like I said, I was in the stage presentation of the original play or musical, and yeah, the other thing I thought about the Tim Burton one was, wow, it's like a Harry Potter get together. All these actors from Harry Potter decided.
They use the same 4 characters and all like anything UK Britain. It's all this like 4 actors that are in everything.
And yeah, and now that Helen and Tim aren't together anymore, I don't know what's going to happen.
They still work together though. That's the funny thing.
So they're probably contracted for life.
They're probably contracted. Yeah, I'm sure when it's done, Helen will be like, "I'm gone." She's hardcore.
Do you think she gets...
Even when they were together, there's articles that you can read where it says that they never slept. They had 2 separate houses because she couldn't stand his snoring.
Do you think that they had if they were legally married, right? Or were they just partners?
They were legally
married. You think they had a prenup, or do you because does she get half of his earnings plus all of the money he gets from the movie?
I think Helen would. Following Helen all these years, I think she probably had a prenup.
Yeah.
She's a very smart woman.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, the other huge one was Neil Gaiman and Amanda Palmer. When they got married, I was not surprised at all. I've actually met both of them, and I was not surprised at all that the 2 of them got married. What I was surprised was when they got divorced. It's like, what? What happened? So everybody says that the other one slept with somebody else, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, there's got to be more to it because both of their personalities are very poly. Like, I could see them sharing each other's physically with other people. So there's more to it. I have no idea what it is, but there's more to it.
That's none of my business.
But people kept going, there's this and this. And I'm like, there's more to it. But then he got mad. I don't know what it was, but Neil definitely got mad about it. So there's all that, but nobody signed a prenup, and everybody wants everybody's money.
I don't want nobody's money.
Oh, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
I'll make my own money.
What kind of frilly fruit are you making over there? Are you making
This is just a doodle, really, like the equivalent of a doodle. Like I'm not sure what I want to make.
Oh, so
you're
doing a freestyle. I was
Pretty
trying to explain
much,
that to somebody the other day.
Yeah.
We were talking about that last week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
freestyle.
you make a chain and then you like every fourth chain from your hook you slip stitch it, and then you go back and do it again, and then it makes this like weird like curly Q thing. And I don't know, I've always made them.
If you keep going out, if you do it long enough, it turns out like a boa. Crocheted boa. One of those do. I don't have any of my freestyle crochet here. I will show you guys. My freestyle crochet tends to look like something off the bottom of the sea when I'm working on it. It does. I'm like, oh, it's a coral reef. Look at that. So,
have
okay.
you seen where people make fish tanks?
Yes. So here's my edging on this hat.
I'm blind. It's pretty. I love it.
And this is going to be the tassel. I'm going to do a tassel. I might even do some braids in the tassel.
Woo!
Look at me. Look at me go. Hey, Ma, look at me. I done did it.
Ta-da!
So, all y'all who are here, I can't believe how many people, we have a lot of people here. How y'all doing? I haven't been paying attention. Oh, you haven't been talking anyway. You just listen to us, bitch. That's okay. That's why most people come to this channel, so listen to us, bitch. Ooh, exciting here. Down in the description below are links to our link trees or bio something or another's. Anyway, you can find our other social media there. If you go down just a little further down the script, there is a link to KendraLash.com. That Kendra makes some of the most impressive wearable art I've ever seen in my entire life. If you ever see my character Lollipop wears what's called the Tipsy Chandelier necklace, it's all the little pencils in the necklace. That was made by Kendra. So if you go to her site and use Vixie Squad, all one word, and lowercase letters, you get 10% off your entire purchase. Kendra and I are talking about exclusive merchandise coming out soon. Very cool. I'm very excited.
What was that? Take my money?
Yes. We are working on this bracelet. It's a fox head.
Ooh.
It says Vixie on it.
Ooh.
And there's matching earrings and a necklace. We've been working on it for about a year. I'm so excited. Anyway, pardon me. Also in the description, pardon me, that soda just got to me. In the description below is a link to Doll's House. If you take the link, Mel asks that you put it back when you're done. But if you take the link, you'll automatically get a percentage off at that Etsy shop. That's Doll's Etsy shop. And all her handmade stuff is there. I think some of my stuff's getting shipped over there at some point. Mel's stuff's going to get shipped over there. But if you want to, go take a look at that. Another link is to our Discord channel, which is Vixie Squad Coffee House, and that's where Vixie Squad friends, family, and fans get together to get to know each other, and we get to let you know what's going on. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that little notification bell so you can see what we're doing when we're doing it.
I can't tell.
Go like
We're
this.
there. Yeah, I'm there. Vixen's there. We gotta get Carrie there.
Where?
Oh wait, that's not right.
You went that way.
I just want to make a note, though.
Yes.
This is the first time we have been live and we have not talked about food.
It's true. Except for now. You brought it up.
I know, I had to because
it's like the game. You lose it. If you bring it up, you lost.
That's okay.
You know, a bunch of people are swearing at me right now. They started doing that game thing like 2 or 3 years ago on TikTok, and I had no idea what it was because I'm
game.
Too old.
You don't know what the game is. You lose.
I didn't. And nobody would tell me. So I had to Google it. And it took forever for me to figure it out. But then I figured it out. You lose the game. Jimmy, you're not supposed to say pancakes this late at night. I can't have pancakes this late at night. Now I want pancakes. Damn you, Jimmy. Damn you all to heck.
I'm trying to figure out what Carrie's over there doing because it kind of looks like a pretty bud.
I was. Oh, I think we lost your audio, honey.
Oh,
It's
she
the
muted.
weed.
She's really good at that.
That you went there and I thought it looks like a bath scrubby, which I have done those cotton similar to that.
It's
use them as bath
it's
scrubbies.
literally just a doodle, but it turned into a weed.
A weed. It's a weed.
It's the marijuanas.
You're gonna have to.
Are you
You're gonna have
smoking
to crochet.
the marijuana, honey? Does it make it all better?
Yes, that's my antipsychotic.
There's too
Oh,
many
wait, what?
people injecting it. Too many people addicted to the weeds.
To the weeds. The marijuana.
No, I have
That
a
was my
child
favorite.
that keeps
There's a
popping
little
out.
old lady back in the 80s who used to say that. I can't remember who. She was a little old lady and people would record her. Are you having the marijuana? This cracks me up. I can't help it.
Oh my
The
God.
earth is round. That's a pretty sweet earth. So, oh, I'm losing my mind. I must be losing my mind.
I was gonna say
So,
open.
okay, we're over time, but I was having such a good time I couldn't shut up. Oh, shocker. Can't shut up. Carrie, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate
Hey,
it.
thanks
You're
for
welcome
having
back
me.
anytime you want.
Sure.
We're here on Thursdays. Just let us know. We'll send you a link.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
It looks the same every time, but that's okay.
I
I
mean,
just let
I
her
have
send
to-
it to me anyway.
I'm gonna have to wrangle my kids down, but I'll do it.
Honestly, that little bit that you were, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You know, what if you had to pee? You'd take that little break anyway, you know?
Look, and I'm
Right.
over here consistently drinking water. When I go live on TikTok, I fucking pee like 5 times throughout the whole live. I'm like, I gotta pee, guys. I haven't peed once.
Well, and the cool thing is, this is our show, so you know we can do that, and they don't take us down for doing that.
Well, I have this awesome new little like thing now that I bought
Do ya?
specifically for my finals, so that I could say my computer's broken. It's like a little slider that you put over your
Oh,
camera.
the slide.
Yeah.
You go. You can't see me.
Like, sorry,
You
my
do
camera's
actually have
broken.
a stop cam button though,
Yeah.
and you can put in. You can load a little picture on there.
Ooh, I might do that.
So
Very fun.
if you do have to walk away, you can put up a little picture. See, let's see. I think right now I have Jackbox Games.
You can green screen. Oh my goodness, there's all sorts of fun stuff that you.
Oh
can
yeah.
do. I'll have to play around with it next time I come down. Yeah, you guys.
Dad, I'm on a phone.
If either one of you, I do also do makeup. Not this week, but probably next week I'll start up again. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern time, which I think is morning for you guys, isn't it? Aren't you like it?
For me, it is.
Okay.
It's like,
But that's okay. I told you if you needed me, I would absolutely make the
Well,
effort
I'm
to
just
go
telling you,
today.
that's a makeup table if you want to come put makeup on and bitch. That's
Sweet.
makeup table.
Absolutely, because then, yeah, it'd be easier. I could just be here and do the
See,
makeup.
I didn't do it today, and I'm not wearing makeup. Y'all have to look at the non-makeup because I didn't do it today.
Okay, you're so pretty. I love you.
That's
I
okay. I
love you
literally
too.
only ever put on mascara and eyeliner, unless I'm like actually wanting to try.
Too funny. Oh, load a picture giving the oh, yeah, pretty much.
It's literally just this the entire
Too
time.
funny. Let me see. Announcements. First dollhouse over here. We're taking Sundays away from Likey and we're bringing it here. So we're having a dollhouse on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's Coffee Talk at the Dollhouse. If you want to be on that show, we can have up to 10 people on this table. It will be open. The link will be in the Discord server. So if you want to be on the show, you have to be part of the Discord server and follow the link here. And at my discretion, people will come up.
Jimmy's still waiting for his eyeliner.
You ordered that like a year ago, dude. You need a new one. Order another one. Eyeliner is the thing. He brushed his hair too and it all fell out.
Oh, shit.
I know. Sugar pops, man. Sugar pops. Oh, too funny.
I'm just gonna keep smiling.
That's usually the best thing. Just sit there and be pretty. It's always a good thing.
Good.
Sundays we usually do Bitches with Switches, but this week we don't. We're not going to. It's on hold. So if you want to know when Bitches with Switches is coming back, again, Vixie Squad Coffee House. You can go in that room, and I'll let you know because we're having technical difficulties. My capture card died, so I need to get a new one. But we will be playing for fun in the Discord server. So on Sunday nights, if anybody wants to come. So Cherry, you need to buy a Switch.
I know, but that takes something I don't have that I don't want from other people.
You put it on your wish list.
I could.
I finally grew up and I finally decided to put my Venmo up on my TikTok bio.
There you go.
A little scary.
We're still trying to get Mel to like put real stuff on her wish list. She like has like 5 things, I think. Then there's me with like 250.
Yeah, like I've got 2 different ones. Doll freaked out last week because I told her she could make a whole yarn list. What?
What? A yarn list? Yeah, and then you can put it on your link tree. Yarn list.
Yes.
He's like, oh.
And then like my other one is for like my OCs on TikTok.
Perfect.
It's
Watch, I'm gonna put a Switch on there and be like, look, guys, Cherry really needs this.
Cherry needs it. Cherry needs it. It happens. You'd be amazed. Sometimes I've gotten stuff in the mail and I'm like, somebody bought this. And they're like, who? And I don't know. They did not sign the card.
Like, I get random yarn shipments and I'm like, who sent this to me? There's no card.
I'm like,
so I make a video
going, my boba addiction.
It's too funny.
You have no link tree, Jimmy? It's okay. You can get a Beacons or a link tree.
Beacons is my shit. I love Beacons so much.
I made a new one. I can't remember. It's not Beacons, but there was a new one I found because my link tree won't link tree into my Instagram anymore, and I'm not happy about it.
That's why we have Beacons.
Yeah, I did another one. I can't remember what it's called.
OnlyFans in their link trees.
But they could do it on Beacons, and they could do it on the other one that I use too.
Beacons encrypted. Linktree is a little more vulnerable.
All right. Do you have any parting words of wisdom or things you'd like to say to people?
Love your fellow human, even if they're stupid.
That's a pretty good one. What about you, Carrie? Anything you'd like to say before we hop off of here?
Happy hooking, I guess.
Happy hooking. Remember, everyone, we're all made up of this. What did you say?
Carrie's just gotta check her captions.
I lost interest in editing them halfway through, and you can always tell because all of my captions are like really nicely edited, and then you get to like the bottom half, and they're all like jumbled, and like no one knows what I'm talking about, and I'm like, man.
She said happy hiking on a video, and it came up happy hiking.
Happy hiking. Good fortune to you souls. Okay, I gotta stop giggling. Remember, everybody, we're made up of the stuff of stars, and that makes us extraordinary creatures. So find your spark, ignite your passions, and make your dreams come true. I believe in each and every one of you. And if you need me, I'm just a DM away. I'll catch you all on Planet Flipside. Night, everybody.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much that takes